Are you into spirituality? Now, then the question becomes, if you are, right? Because if you're not, you're just not going to watch the video anymore. But if you're into spirituality, what kind of spirituality are you into, right? Is it the Instagrammable classic style, the Facebook style, the instantly recognizable visual style in which, you know, all you have to do is to see an image of someone in the perfect lotus pose and think, oh my God, you know, that's so spiritual? Or are you going to think, oh my God, you know, I can never attain such a posture. My back hurts, my knees hurt. I can never be spiritual. And by the way, all these people, usually girls, have this perfect body and they look so serene. And my God, I'm not serene at all. My life is shit. My mind is shit. There's a whole chaos inside me, and I can't get into the posture. I cannot look so serene because one, my back and knees hurt like hell when I try to do the lotus posture, and then, secondly, I don't feel anything on the inside that comes even close to resembling, you know, I don't know, spirituality and the peace of mind and whatever, right? Well, have I got news for you? That's fake spirituality, right? So, my name is Octavian. I'm a doctor. I'm a psychotherapist. I'm an acupuncturist. And I've been doing therapy both as a patient as well as a practitioner for most of my life, right? I think it's 25 years of acupuncture that I've been doing until now. So guess what? In my practice, I've seen the power of right understanding. I've seen the power of spirituality. And the idea is, the right understanding of spirituality can be an enormous catalyst of change, can be an enormous catalyst of inner peace, of inner tranquility, of soothing, of satisfaction, of no drama. Oh my God, no drama. That's so hard to come by these days. And of simple, quick decisions that keep you on the right side of life, on the sunny side of life, right? But that takes a lot, right? Because these decisions are not, you know, coming from nowhere. It's not a coin toss, right? You're not going to flip a coin and then hopefully you're going to take the right decision. The right decision is actually just the last thing in the last link in a chain, right? It's be, do, have, right? In order to have a happy life, you need to do the right things. But in order to do the right things, in order to make the right decisions, you need to be first the person that can actually do these things, right? So anyway, what is this all about? Why are you watching this video? Well, I'm going to take all of my experience in the 25 years of therapy that I've been doing, and I'm going to try to extract little pearls of the wisdom that I was lucky to accumulate with the countless lives that I've been blessed to witness and to influence. And you know what? I want to bring this to you, right? If you're interested in growth, if you're interested in maybe getting a broader perspective, a different perspective, right? You don't need to agree with me, but maybe what I'm going to say, and by the way, what I'm going to say is not based on theory, it's based on actual everyday practice. Maybe all these can give you a hint on how you too can do things maybe a little differently, right? Now, what does this have to do with spirituality? First and foremost, I'm not talking about religion, right? So no matter what religion you have, it doesn't contradict it, right? Because we're talking in the spirituality terms, in terms of how you think about life. What are principles that you adhere to in life? What direction do you have in life? What gives your life meaning and purpose? So, these things are fairly abstract, but what I like about Chinese medicine is that it has a very, very pragmatic and very, very concrete grasp on these things. Sometimes it can be very poetic, but actually other times it can be very, very pragmatic. Like, for example, right, do you know that how much you are inclined to spirituality, too much, too little, just right, is also a function of the energy balance in your body? Let me just give you an example, right? In the theory of Chinese medicine, we have 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, water, right? And these elements have some organs ascribed to them, right? So, for example, the metal element has the lungs and the colon. The metal element also has the function of connection with divinity. Now, you may call it divinity, you may call it God, you may call it the universe, you may call it the ultimate source, whatever you call it, right? That thing which is greater than us. If the metal element is balanced, you have a feeling that everything is right. If, everything happens for a reason. You don't know the reason, but you feel that things are right. If you have a problem with the metal element, if you have a problem, an imbalance in the energy of the lungs or the large intestine, you're probably going to be more inclined to have a problem with the injustice, right? You're going to look at life and see how unfair it is. People starving in some parts of the world, right next to them people being, sickly rich, riches that they don't need, but just a fraction of those could feed an entire village somewhere in Africa. I don't know, something like that, right? It seems very outright unfair, right? And of course you're going to be upset about it, right? But actually we all refer to the same objective reality. Are you going to change reality just because you don't take this unfairness well? So what I'm saying is, Chinese medicine has the tools and the understanding to help you improve the contact that you have with spirituality. And I opened up with the idea of Facebook spirituality, or the classic kind of spirituality that is very easy to put in posters. I'm not about that, right? And this podcast, because this video is about a podcast that I'm going to launch on the 8th of April. So, by the way, if you are interested in self-development and learning more about spirituality, the true spirituality. Now, of course, that's such a cliche. Everybody claims they have the true spirituality, but I'm just very, very simple, very basic, very pragmatic when it comes to this. When I say true spirituality, I mean the one that speaks through results. Results being you're calm, you're at peace, your life is simple. Your decisions are simple. Your life has little to no drama in it. And that's not because you're some monk on top of a mountain, but because you've brought clarity in your being. And it's okay. Inside, you're okay. There's no storm, there's no chaos, right? Well, besides, the daily waves of stuff, right? But you're at peace. And there's a roadmap to this, right? So we're going to talk about the simple truths in spirituality based on, right, a mix between Oriental philosophy, but it's not a theoretical stuff, right? I don't want to make this into a course on Eastern spirituality. This is not about it. I want this to be based on what I've learned through my 25 years of clinical experience, on what I've learned by helping the patients that have come to me implement in their lives, and what I've seen systematically make a difference in their lives, of course, for the better, right? So if there's, it's just one thing that you can take away out of this podcast, if it helps you make one step closer to what inner peace is, then you need to be there on the 8th of April, right? I'll see you there. By the way, it's not only going to be about spirituality, we're going to talk about therapies, we're going to talk about relationships, we're going to talk about parenting, we're going to talk about the main areas that are going to make a difference in your lives. And basically all of these, they might sound separate, but actually you'll see that there's a convergence, right? Let's call it right understanding, right? Anyway, I'll see you on the 8th.